shit tonight, boy. Cause there's a lot going on. It's your nigga Delvin's room. Uh, I've been appreciating all the support lately. I've been getting on my streams. I've always made videos and shit like that. I never started live streaming. I just said, what the hell? One day I said, let me live stream. And I did some pretty good numbers. Pretty good numbers for some people may seem different. I did like 15 people and shit. Like I was like, damn, I'm surprised I got 15 people. So I was grateful to have one viewer. I was grateful to have 10 viewers. I was grateful to have 15 viewers. And then one stream I had went crazy when I did the Tupac one. Y'all can go check it out. Tupac as Jody from Baby Boy. It was supposed to be the one. And that stream went up to like 3,000 people. And I'm like, oh shit. I gotta start screaming, right? Just to see how this shit go. So that's why I tried my best to bring y'all the best topics I can possibly bring y'all. Keep y'all up to date with what's going on and shit like that. So and I leave my live streams up. So even if I don't have the most people in the room at one time, it don't even matter. I still keep it up. It's still content, so y'all can still enjoy it. But nonetheless, let's get into these topics tonight, man. I appreciate everybody that's gonna be rocking with me tonight. The first one I want to get into, dog, we gotta tap on this, bro. I seen this shit online earlier. 50 Cent as Borat, as I hope I'm saying this right. Balrog from Street Fighter. Have y'all seen this? This shit right here was something, dog. Your man 50 really got into character, bruh. Like this shit wasn't even no joke, bruh. It was 305. The dedication that 50 had to do, bruh. That had to be some serious shit, dog. Like 50 has always been like a nigga that work out, but for this time, it like 50 was like late as of lately. If you watch 50, 50 looked like he was like putting on some fat. But in this new shit for this Street Fighter character, 50 look like he bulked up and put on a lot of muscle, bruh. That shit wasn't normal. Let me let y'all look at some of this shit. I ain't gonna put the value. But this is what, for everybody that didn't see it, this is how look at this shit, bruh. Hold on, let me make sure I'm getting it right for y'all. Fuck that camera. And this is him. He really looked like Borat the fighter, bruh. If y'all can see it right there when he was hitting the bag. So, like, I'm super excited about this, bro. He even had the crazy haircut. And he put this on his Instagram. So, it's supposed to be the Street Fighter, which have a lot of different people in it. And 50 is going to be playing Balrog. And if you look at it, 50 looks like the dude, bro. I got to give 50 his credit. He looked like the guy. He looks like Balrog. Shout out to everybody in here. Give me some likes before we can get this screen popping, y'all. But this is 50 Cent's Balrog. So it's very interesting, bro. Because for me, I'm going to just keep it all the way G, right? 50 Cent has always played a lot of gangster roles in his career, right? He's never really stepped outside of that as far as his career goes, as far as acting goes, right? So to see him actually step outside of himself, here goes another picture for everybody to see it. He's really stepping into this role, dog. I think we might be in chance of seeing 50's greatest. Shout out to bro. He locking in with us. Let's make it 50-50. Shout out to you, bro. And this may be 50's greatest performance, bro, because he put on a silly haircut. If you old enough, you remember Balrog from Street Fighter, right? And he had a silly haircut, so 50 put that on. So I'm excited to see it. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. For as somebody that's a fan of Street Fighter and is a fan of 50 Cent, I like it, bro. I'm gonna just keep it real. Shout out to everybody that's in with me in the comments. Shout out to you, bro, that's rocking with me in the comments. But yeah, it just like I think 50 Cent might have been the perfect person for this. And here's where I have to give 50 his credit at. 50 like 51 years old. Like people forget. 50 is not no young dude. He's not no 25-year-old. So for 50 Cent to be able to drop all that fat, or not even drop it, but to convert that into muscle, but that's hard ass work, bro. That's hard work, bro. You don't just convert fat into muscle at age 50 just like that. Now, I already know it's going to be a lot of skepticism. Is he on steroids? I don't even care about that, bro. I'm just saying, bro. At 51 to convert fat to muscle is crazy, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy. I'm gonna just keep it real. For 50 Cent to be able to convert fat to muscle in a short amount of time, bro, that's crazy. Especially for him being in his 50s, bro. That's just fucking crazy. I'm gonna just keep it real with you, dog. But I'm excited about this one. If y'all remember the Balrog character from the 90s one, yo, that shit was funny as hell, bro. Cause he had a stupid ass haircut. Let me show y'all this shit. Balrog 90s Street Fighter. I'm gonna show y'all this shit right now. Let me show y'all this shit right now. So this is the guy from the 90s Street Fighter. He had a crazy haircut, and this is who 50 Cent is coming after, right? So he had the crazy ass haircut, right? This is like niggas be making fun of this dude, right? He had the funny ass haircut back in the days, right? So that's who 50 coming after, right? And in my opinion, 50 can do a great job. Like I say, 50 is known for playing the gangster, but to me, for 50 to put a great role together, all 50 has to do is to be a villain, and 50 can play the villain role no problem. So I'm excited about this one, bro. I'm super excited about this. I don't know about y'all, but I'm super excited about this. 50 Cent is Balrog. I'm really excited about this one, bro. I want to see how it's gonna turn out. Now, shout out to everybody in here that's rocking with me on the live screen. We in here. We was talking about 50 Cent is Balrog. That's the first character. Hope y'all check it back on the playback. The next topic we are finna get into, bro. I gotta talk about this shit with y'all niggas. Your man Jalen Hurts. Okay, bro. Jalen Hurts and the Eagles won today, right? I want to switch topics. Jalen Hurts and the Eagles won today, right? They beat the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, of course, we know Kansas City Chiefs are one of the greatest with fucking Patrick Mahomes, right? But Jalen Hurts seemed to got their number, right? So, during one of the plays at the end of the game, right, one of the defensive linemen told Jalen Hurts, oh, you didn't get over 100 yards passing. And Jalen Hurts' response to that was, bitch, we won the game. Now, I'm finna play this for y'all right now. And I just don't understand why certain players and certain teams don't understand. It's about winning, dog. It's not about scoring. It's not about putting the most stats on the court. It's about fucking winning, bro. But here's this part. If y'all can hear it, I'm gonna play it back one more time for y'all can hear it. Now they take a couple leads and can work their way to a 2-0 start to the season. Meanwhile, the Chiefs he said we won the fucking game. My dog Richard said Green Bay Packers. Did Green Bay win today? Hey, bro, Richard, you might have to calm down, boy. I think y'all lost today. Green Bay Packers. Richard said Green Bay, bro. I think y'all lost today, big dog. But see, that's crazy, bro. Because the defensive dude. Let me tell you. Let me just say this right. Jalen Hurts. If you're looking at Jalen Hurts to be the best passer, or you looking at Jalen Hurts, they beat the Commanders. Oh, so they won. Yeah. The Green Bay played the Commanders tonight, so they won. Okay, Green Bay won. So I guess Green Bay, y'all boys can talk shit. Richard, you could talk shit. Green Bay won tonight. Okay, I feel you. I feel you. Green Bay won that game, but nonetheless, Jalen Hurts. People are getting on Jalen Hurts, right? Because Jalen Hurts is not putting up a lot of points and shit like that, or Jalen Hurts is not throwing a lot of touchdowns and shit like that. Because today, I think, let me make sure I had this shit right. Jalen Hurts barely threw for over 100 yards tonight, right? I'm going to keep it real with you. Jalen Hurts, stat-wise, it doesn't look good. I think he only threw for maybe like a couple. He didn't throw shit to me. I'm gonna be honest with you. I seen some of the stats earlier. I'm gonna try to get this shit exactly right. But he didn't throw a lot of yards tonight. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just keep it real. I think he had a very modest night tonight. But what people don't understand is with Jalen Hurts is, bro. Okay, the Packers did win. The Packers won 27-18 over the Commanders. Jordan loved them. Is the Commanders even gonna be good? You feel me? Like, I know that Cowboys Giant game was pretty good. That Cowboys Giant game was really good, matter of fact. But people are holding it against Jalen Hurts, because that's what I want to talk about tonight. I'm gonna try to stay focused on the Jalen Hurts situation, right? Because that's the most interesting. Okay, Jalen Hurts. Let me see if I can get it up there for y'all. I know sometimes the screen be tripping. Okay, there we go. Jalen Hurts threw 22 passes, and he fucking only he threw 22 passes, only converted 15, no touchdowns, over 101 yards, right? It was an off day for Daniels. Yeah, Daniels. Yeah, Daniels. He hopefully Daniels, bruh. That sophomore slump is real, bruh. Daniels went out there and balled that first year. You feel me? That sophomore slump is real. But nonetheless, Jalen Hurts, he did not throw a lot of yards today. He didn't have what you would call statistical wise a great game. But dog, you have to understand this shit is about winning. Jalen Hurts is in a position where he has a good team, he has a good running back, he has a great defense. He don't have to do too much, dog. He don't have to go out there and be a Superman. You feel me? And that's sometimes what people don't understand, bro. You don't always have to be a fucking superhero when you go out there. You feel me? And Jalen Hurts, I feel like Jalen Hurts understands that he doesn't have to be a superhero. If you old enough to remember, bro, think about Tom Brady when he first was with New England. Think about Tom Brady first 8 years with New England. Tom Brady, all he had to do was not fuck up, bro. All he had to do was not fuck up. Brady had games where he was throwing 150 yards. Of course, Tom Brady grew into becoming the greatest or whatever like that. But for a while, for a period of time, Brady was just not trying to fuck up, what you would consider a game manager, which is what Jalen Hurts is doing right now. You feel me? If you wanna try to belittle being a game manager, cool, fine and dandy, belittle it. But dog, if they can win every game, if they can, like Kansas City, we know that's a good team, so they just beat them. If they can find a way to win, why are we tripping, dog? What he said, Hurts is good. IDK, what the media say, anybody else says he has better time in the smart. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's all I'm saying, bro. He's a good playmaker. He's one of them dudes that it's not about being flashy. It's not about being putting up those stats. He might have games where he throw no touchdowns, bro. But he also gonna have that game where he don't throw no interceptions. Just like tonight. Okay, if you want to say Jalen Hurts didn't throw no touchdowns, cool. But guess what he also didn't throw? He didn't throw no interceptions. You feel me? He barely threw any incompletions. He went for fucking 15 to 22. We got to think about that, bro. And that's coming from a Giants fan. He's good. IDK. That's what I'm saying, bro. It's like sometimes, bro, you don't have to be the fucking stat man. You feel me? Like let's look at it like this. Lamar Jackson. I fuck with Lamar Jackson. But Lamar Jackson put up a lot of stats, but he hasn't won shit. You feel me? Lamar Jackson has put up a lot of stats, but he hasn't won a fucking thing yet. I think what Lamar Jackson won MVP, but he hasn't put up fucking stats. You feel me? He hasn't put up them rings. You gotta win, dog. You gotta win, bro. It's about winning, bro. I bet any city in any NFL team from fucking the Miami Dolphins to the fucking Indianapolis Colts to fucking New York Giants, every team in the league wants to win a championship before they want to have a quarterback that just throws a whole bunch of fucking stats. It's not about the stats, bro. It's about, dog, are you going out there and you delivering? Are you winning? So when you hear that defensive lineman talking about, that motherfucker said, let me bring that shit up one more time while we here. That motherfucker said, oh, you done throw 100 yards. It just lets you know the mindset that some of these motherfuckers is in. Well, let me bring that shit back up, man. Cause I thought that was such stupidity, man. Here it is. Yeah, hold on, let me play it one more time. He said you ain't got 100 yards. He said we won the game though, and that's really what it's about, bro. That's really what it's about, bro. We won the fucking game, dog. That's what it was really about. You weren't about if this man got a whole bunch of sacks. I mean, you weren't about stats, bro. People don't care about stats, bro. People don't care about stats, bro. Let's just keep it real, bro. Like, stats is cool. If you go out there and throw 500 yards and your team lose, who gives a fuck? You feel me? If Patrick Mahomes, and Patrick Mahomes didn't even have the greatest game. Patrick Mahomes played a very safe game, and Patrick Mahomes threw a pick. Patrick Mahomes went 16 for 29. He threw for under 200 yards, bro. 1 touchdown, 1 interception, bro. That's not the greatest shit ever, bro. 16 for 29, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. That's not the greatest whatever. You feel me? 7 carries. He did have 7 carries, 1 touchdown. That's not the greatest game ever. You feel me? So it's like Kelsey had a good game, 4 receptions, 61 yards. But bro, this was a very pedestrian game for both teams. And for people you get on Patrick Mahomes for, you know what I mean, not having a game, safe as having the worst game, bro. Bitch, Jalen Hurts won, bro. Both Patrick Mahomes and Jalen Hurts had a very similar game. Only difference is Patrick Mahomes threw an interception. In a game that's 20-17, that matters, bro. So I'm really looking at Jalen Hurts like, damn, dog. He's been to a Super Bowl. He's lost one, but he's also won one. So in his mind, he's just worried about getting back to the Super Bowl. He's not tripping about fucking going out there and throw 500 yards, bro. You feel me? He's not worried about throwing 500 yards. So we got to take that into consideration, bro. Like, sometimes it's not about fucking putting up stats. That's all I'm trying to put in people's heads. It's not about always fucking putting in stats, bro. Because stats, bro, as a Dolphin fan, I'm a Dolphin fan, right? Fucking, we had Dan Marino, who put up all type of crazy stats. But he never won, bro. He never won. Give me a quarterback. Nick Foles. Remember Nick Foles? Nick Foles didn't do shit for real. But he put up just enough stats. He did just enough for them to win that championship. Give me a quarterback like that, bro. Remember Trent Dilfer, for the people that remember that time. Trent Dilfer, they won with the fucking Buccaneers, bro. All he did was go out there and win, bro. Can win, bro. I don't care who it is. Give me a quarterback that understands, bro. I'm just trying to not fuck up. You feel me? Sometimes people don't understand. That's a quality to have when you have a quarterback that's not willing to go out there and play superhero. Because sometimes you got these quarterbacks that want to be superhero and they'll throw a fucking pick when you ain't got to throw a pick, dog. You feel me? You ain't got to throw that pick right now, bro. So I'm glad Jalen Hurts went out there and he had a good fucking. He just had a fucking pedestrian game. I don't care. Give me a win. A win is a win, dog. I'll take that, bro. A win is a fucking win, man. And that's that. So, shout out to everybody that's in here fucking with me, man. Right now, we just talked about the Eagles Jalen Hurts game. I'm finna switch it over right now. And we gotta talk about the hottest in sports right now, bro. I'm finna talk about the hottest in sports right now. The Canelo fucking Terrance Crawford fight. We gotta switch gears right now, y'all. The Canelo Terrance Crawford fight. Bud Crawford. I gotta talk about this one. We gotta talk about this one tonight. I'm finna switch gears with y'all tonight. Let everybody know we finna switch gears. We finna get into some boxing tonight, bro. Cause we just had one of the biggest showdowns in boxing history. So I would be a fool not to talk about this at least while we have this live stream for this week. Shout out to everybody that's in here with me. Get some likes up. We finna talk about this shit. Terrance Crawford and Canelo, right? We got to talk about this one, man. We definitely got to talk about this one. Terrance Crawford and Canelo, man. We all know Canelo is one of the greatest Mexican fighters of all time. Canelo, let's not take away nothing from Canelo. Canelo, he went to war. He had wars in his boxing career. You feel me? With Triple G. He had wars with Triple G. So I'm not gonna take away nothing from Canelo, right? He had wars with Triple G. Canelo even went up to cruiserweight and fought Bevo. Bevo won. But I gotta give respect to Canelo for going up there and taking that challenge, right? So we gonna give respect to Canelo before I get into Crawford. You feel me? Canelo dominated boxing for the last 8 years, it feel like. You feel me? Where Canelo was that guy. Canelo, after he lost to Floyd, bruh, Canelo, he gained something. Even though he lost to Floyd, he gained something, bruh. He gained footwork, in my opinion. Like, Canelo footwork is some of the greatest. Like, we know most Mexican fighters, they just want to brawl it out. Mexican style, they want to brawl it out. But Canelo did something different where he started to almost dance like a goddamn black fighter. You feel me? That's why I'm going to give Canelo his respect. You feel me? Before I even get into Bud Crawford, I'm going to give Canelo his respect. He's a great fighter. He held boxing down for the last 5-10 years, right? So let's give it that. But I'm finna talk about Bud right now, dog. Bud is what you call the ultimate underdog. Bud is one of those fighters that he's not flashy, right? He's not flashy as far as personality. While Bud is not somebody that everybody wants to gravitate towards. Bud is not what you would call the typical face of boxing because he's not as exciting as a Floyd Mayweather, right? Floyd Mayweather extravagant. He's on private jets. Floyd Mayweather is a strip club. Floyd Mayweather is just doing so much different shit, right? Terrance Crawford is a very, just a close-knit guy. He's not really going out there. So for a long time, we don't know who Bud Crawford is. Let's just, if you're not just a fan of boxing, you won't know who Bud is, right? Because Bud he's very cerebral. He's back in the cut. He's just boxing. You feel me? It's not about the party and everything. It's not about everything that's going on, right? That's Floyd. That's where Floyd succeed at, right? But here's where you got to give Crawford his props at, where he did something different. And he might have did something greater for the sport of boxing than Floyd, because Bud Crawford made it all about boxing, right? Where Floyd made it all about the entertainment aspect, right? Floyd brings out the strippers, partying. I got Lamborghinis everywhere. I got all this money. I'm living this extravagant lifestyle, right? That's what Floyd brought to boxing, right? Where every boxer wants to have the Floyd Mayweather lifestyle. Bud is very different. Bud is very laid back. He's not finna have a whole bunch of jewelry. He's not finna be out there partying. He's not with all the girls and stuff like that. So with that being said, you won't know that Bud is one of the greatest fucking boxers of all time, bro. Bud is one of the greatest boxers of all time if you're not paying attention. Like, I consider myself a person that pays attention to boxing, but I won't say I'm no fucking super boxing fan, right? But I pay attention enough to know that Bud has been doing this thing for a while now, right? When you look at Bud, right, and you weigh him against some of the other great boxers, you have to give him his respect. 3 different divisions, bro. This was a big fight for Bud. For him to go up against Canelo, and Canelo having the power that he had, it showed that Bud had heart. You feel me? Something that people questioned about Floyd. You feel me? Floyd is a defensive fighter, right? Floyd is somebody, a lot of people feel like Floyd ducked Pacquiao when Floyd was in his prime, right? A lot of people feel like we got that Floyd versus Pacquiao fight very late in both of their careers. Both of them fighters was in their late 30s, and this fight could have happened while they was in their early 30s, late 20s. So that Mayweather versus Pacquiao fight could have happened way earlier than we got it. And that fight, Pacquiao versus Floyd Mayweather, when both of them are 31 or 32, it would have been way more interesting than Pacquiao versus Floyd when they both 36 and 37 and 38. You feel me? So I understand that aspect of it, right? But Floyd and Canelo is much more interesting. There was a lot more action than Floyd versus Pacquiao. Because Floyd didn't exchange with Pacquiao a lot, right? Floyd didn't. I love Floyd, but Floyd did not want to exchange with Pacquiao a lot. Floyd was just like, I'm going to be defensive and I'm going to not lose. You feel me? Well, you have to give Crawford his respect. Crawford was willing to go out there and bang with Canelo. That's different, bro. Crawford was willing to throw Mexican style with Canelo. That's different, bro. That's different, bro. That's different because Floyd was not willing. I love Floyd. Floyd was not willing to go head to head with Pacquiao ever in that fight, bro. And I love Floyd. I love Floyd. Floyd was not going to go head to head with Pacquiao. It was not going to happen, bro. It's not going to happen. Shout out to Chris. I fuck with you, bro. Shout out to Chris in the comments. But no, Floyd, you know what I'm saying? He was not going to throw head to head with Pacquiao. Now, where you have to give Floyd his credit at, though, young Floyd fought everybody. From Ricky Hatton to Zab, everybody. Young Floyd fought everybody. Floyd fought, we have to give him his credit. He fought Cotto. He fought Mosley. Floyd fought everybody. We got to give Floyd his respect. Crawford, though. Crawford fought Amir Khan. You feel me? In a great fight. He fought Amir Khan. He fought, what's my man? Let me go to Crawford fights. He fought, what's my man name? Sean Porter. Crawford fought Sean Porter, bro. You feel me? He fought Amir Khan, Sean Porter, and he fought Spence. We all know he fought Spence. Now, Spence kind of let us down with that fight, but he fought Spence. Him and Spence was supposed to be the fight of the century, you feel me? But Crawford beat the shit out of Spence. He made that, what the fuck was we even thinking? So him going up and fighting Canelo, y'all mean? So Crawford is in an interesting position. Shout out, yeah. Crawford hands down. So now, the question right now, we know Crawford is the best of his era. The question now becomes, what's next for Crawford? What's next for Crawford, bro? What's next for Crawford? That's the only question we have What's next for Crawford, bro? Canelo, I feel like Canelo's a legend. Canelo's a fighter. He gonna keep fighting, bro. I feel like Canelo good. But what is Crawford's next fight, bro? Or should he retire? If I was, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I know this shit gonna sound crazy. I think Crawford should retire, bro. Crawford is already on top. He's beating the biggest names in his era. If Crawford were to retire right now, bro, you would have to damn near put Crawford in the top 10, top 5 fighters of all time, bro. He beat them all, and he beat them all convincingly. Let's not play. Crawford beat Canelo very easily, bro. I seen somebody try to say Crawford only won the fight in the last 2 rounds. Bullshit. If you know boxing, Crawford commanded that fight, bro. And the thing that he fucked up Canelo with, he was willing to bang with Canelo. Canelo didn't expect that. Canelo expected Crawford to pretty much play defense, hit all game. But when Crawford sat right in the middle of that ring and he banged with Canelo and Canelo felt his power, that's when Canelo gave him respect, bro. The fight was all different at that time because Canelo knew he was fighting a dude that he got to respect his power, right? Even though he's the smaller man. So that the game changed after that point, bro. The game changed after that point. So the question now becomes, what is Crawford's next move, bro? I damn near feel like Crawford should retire, bro. Crawford is 37 right now. That means if he does have another fight, he's gonna be 38, which that's still a young fight. He's still young enough to fight again. But in my opinion, Crawford really only has, if we talking about him at his top power, at the top of his game, Crawford really only has one more fight. He really only has one more fight, y'all. You know what I'm saying? He really only has one more fight. So, I don't know, bro. I think Crawford, if I was Crawford, anybody that's advising, I think Crawford should just go ahead and retire, bro. Because if he retire right now, he would have one of the greatest boxing careers of all time. And the thing about Crawford's career, a lot of people are going to go back on Crawford's career and just look back at all the greatness he provided. You feel me? Like, Crawford is one of those fighters, bro, because he wasn't so flashy, because he didn't always put himself out there. A lot of people just don't realize how great he was. You feel me? Like, he's masterful in that boxing ring, bro. It's masterful, dog. It's masterful. What he did to a great like Canelo, I got high respect for Canelo. What he did to Canelo was unhuman, bro. It lets you know that Crawford is definitely one of the greatest boxers we've ever seen in this era, definitely. Outside of anything from Floyd Mayweather. And I fuck with Floyd. I remember when Floyd was at the top of his game watching pay-per-views. I keep it real. We ain't never seen no shit like this. Crawford is definitely one of the greatest boxers of all time. So his next move, I seen somebody say something crazy. Like Crawford should fight David Benavidez. I don't know, bro. That'd be a crazy fight too. I don't know. Y'all let me know. I don't know. This is going to be on the playback. I'm going to leave this on the playback. Everybody's in the comment right now. Shout out to everybody that's fucking with me. Get them likes up. I fuck with y'all. Crawford versus David Benavidez sounds crazy. It sounds crazy. You feel me? But that's I don't know, bro. I don't know. Crawford versus Canelo 2. I don't know if y'all want to see Canelo versus Crawford 2. Should we see? I don't know, bro. I don't know. Like, at this point, I feel like Crawford proved that he's one of the greatest. I don't know who Crawford should fight next. Y'all let me know. Y'all hit me up in the comments. Y'all let me know who Crawford should fight next. But it's going to be interesting, bro. That's all I'm going to say, man. Crawford, I do feel like Crawford has put himself in that top 10 discussion, even in that top 5 discussion of all time. Because what he did was immaculate. Something we never seen before, man. Something we never seen before. We might never see again, man. But shout out to everybody that's been here fucking tonight. Shout out to everybody that's commenting on the live screen. Shout out to everybody give me some likes. I appreciate everybody that's been here with me tonight. I'm finna get up out of here, man. I appreciate y'all. It's your nigga Delvin's room to the next one.